Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And I'll call this chamber to order. So will everyone please rise if you are able. Join with me as we recite our Pledge of Allegiance to our flag and our nation, and remain in place for a moment of personal reflection. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Township Clerk, please call roll and announce our statement of adequate notice.
Councilmember Hall?
Here.
Councilman Wendell?
Here.
Councilwoman Winston?
Here.
Councilwoman Zembicki?
Here.
And Council President McAvoy. Here. Also present, Mayor Brad Cohen.
Here.
Administrator Joseph Criscuolo. Who is present?
Here.
And Township Attorney Anthony Iacoca.
Here.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided, as required under Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, by specifying the time, date, location, and to the extent known, the agenda, by posting a copy on the bulletin board located in the main lobby of the East Brunswick Municipal Building, providing a copy to the Home News Tribune and the Asbury Park Press newspapers, posting a copy on the Township's website, and by filing a copy in the office of the Township Clerk, which will be entered into the minutes.
Council, we have resolution number 25-337, adopting the meeting minutes from our October 27th, 2025 meeting.
Motion approved.
And a second.
Second.
Is there a need for correction or clarification? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zembicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes. Council, we have a proclamation proclaiming November 16th through November 22nd as New Jersey State Federation of Women's Clubs Membership Week. I'll share the proclamation from the podium. Ladies. Proclamation, State of New Jersey, Federation of Women's Clubs Membership Week. Whereas the New Jersey State Federation of Women's Clubs of the General Federation of Women's Clubs was organized on November 16th, 1894.
Good year.
Wow. And has continued to exist as one of the largest and oldest non-denominational service organizations of volunteer women in the state of New Jersey. And whereas members of the New Jersey Federation of Women's Clubs of the General Federation of Women's Clubs through the 131-year history have worked in their communities to assist in activities such as founding the New Jersey College for Women, now Rutgers College, preserving the Palisades, and supporting the establishment of community public libraries, and have provided grants and funding for Special Olympics, UNICEF, Operation Smile, Autism, New Jersey, CASA, and New Jersey Court-appointed Special Services Advocate for Children, Operations Chill Out, Emmanuel Cancer Federation for the years 2024 through 2026, as a special project, the New Jersey Children's Alliance, which promotes hope, healing, and justice for child abuse victims by supporting child advocacy centers throughout the state with training, resources, advocacy, and leadership. And I'm only halfway done. And I'm proud of that.
Yes. Thank you.
Whereas the Women's Club of East Brunswick, a member of the New Jersey State's Federation of Women's Clubs of the General Federation of Women's Clubs, is celebrating 72 years of community service during the 2025-2026 club year to this community through support and donations for Arbor Day, Camp Daisy, the East Brunswick Public Library, scholarships at the high school, and the East Brunswick Museum. Local VFW 133, military servicemen and women, local families in need throughout the program sponsored by the East Brunswick Recreation and Service and Community Services, Ronald McDonald House, local domestic violence and homeless shelters, veterans, and active servicemen, in addition to other state and national charities. And whereas the New Jersey State Federation Women's Club of the General Federation of Women's Clubs provides programming to enable women in the communities to have excellent resource materials to accomplish goals through volunteer service. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Brad Cohn, the Mayor of East Brunswick, along with the Township Council, do hereby proclaim the week of November 16th through the 22nd, 2025, as New Jersey State Federation's Women's Clubs Membership Week in recognition of the many hours of service to the community and others. Civic Center Drive shall be renamed East Brunswick Women's Club for the week and encourage all residents to support the Women's Club of East Brunswick, signed under my hand and the Great Seal of the Township of East Brunswick. This is the 10th day of November in the year 2025. The Honorable Mayor Brad Cohn. I didn't know if I would get it.
Mouthful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to say, and I'll be brief today, my name is Laura Petchor. I'm the second vice president of the East Brunswick Women's Club. Along with me is Linda Carbley, our past president, as well as Linda Ficelis and Tatiani. They are members of our club. As you all are aware, first of all, we have been around for quite a bit, and we do like to do a lot of different things both in East Brunswick and the surrounding communities. I wanted to say thank you very much, Mayor Cohen and the Township Council, for the proclamation on behalf of our club members and for recognizing our club. It does mean a lot to our members. I did want to let you know that some of the more recent things that we have done is, again, raising money for UNICEF. As you remember, more recently in the month of October, we did plant, pink ribbons and some pinwheels and some other things for to recognize Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we also just put together some bags of treats and words of thanks and everything to our local veterans. So they're being delivered. In addition, we do a lot with the food banks and raising money for families that may be having issues with food insecurity right now. I did just want to let you know that the mission of the East Brunswick Women's Club is to bring together women of the Township of East Brunswick as well as the local surrounding area to promote civic, educational, and social activities leading to service and fellowship. And it's open to women of any age who would like to make new friends, share their talents, and have an interest in working towards enhancing the lives of others. Just to let you know, we meet the second Tuesday of every month from September through May, and we meet at 7:30 in the evening at the Knights of Columbus building. That is part of St. Bartholomew's Church on Riders Lane. And our next meeting is actually tomorrow evening. We are having a Friendsgiving celebration with lots of food, and it's going to be held at the NJSFWC headquarters building, which is at the end of Riders Lane as you go towards Rutgers. And again, I just wanted to welcome ladies to attend our functions and to learn about this great organization. And you are welcome to either send us an email to East Brunswick Women's Club at gmail.com, or you can call me directly at 732-254-5742. And again, just thank you again for bestowing this honor on the East Brunswick Women's Club. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Council, Mayor.
Yes, thank you for letting me put our childhood pinwheels and our
Yes.
breast cancer awareness out there to the
We
community.
keep busy.
Robert's going to take the honors today.
No, that's Laura's
Robert, could you take a couple on your phone, please? Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
One more.
One more.
Oh, yeah.
We thank the town very much for all your support. Thank you.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I'm better.
Me too. Yeah.
We now have a need to go into closed session. Get this going. Okay. Yes, we'll be going into closed session. This is Resolution 25-338, a resolution to adjourn into closed session.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
this resolution highlights contract negotiations with the East Brunswick Development Urban Renewal LLC and the EB Development Roman numeral 3 Urban Renewal LLC. And I have the motion, I have the second. A roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes. We'll now move into closed session. Will the police officer in the chamber kindly escort those in attendance from the chamber to the foyer behind closed doors? I expect the closed session to last from 10 to 15 minutes, at which time you will be brought back into the chamber. We're back.
Motion to go back into open
And a
session.
second?
Second.
Roll call on that one, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes, council, we don't have any ordinances for a second reading at this time. So we'll move to our reports section of the meeting. Mayor Cohn?
Couple quick things. I want to thank the clerk and everybody in the township for getting through this last election. I know it's a lot of work. I see the work that's being done in the office next to me. It's quite complex, but they did it, and we got results very quickly. So I want to thank everybody from the county to our own clerk to residents in town that made it really quite smooth. And congratulations to all the winners. And for those that did run and didn't win, you know, I think it was a great opportunity for them to share their views with the public, and ultimately they make a decision. But anybody that's out there, as we all have done, it's a big deal to be able to get out there and make your case for yourself. So I congratulate them all. Also wanted to point out tonight and make note that we are not discussing or having a second reading on the drone ordinance that we spoke about last week. The members of the public and some of us here in the township recognized that the ordinance as it was written was a little bit too broad. So with that in mind, our police department and our attorneys are going to look at redrafting it in a way that's a little bit more succinct and gets to the point that the chief and the department was looking to reach and not be overly broad. So you will get that back when it's redone. And just wanted to formally welcome Devin Hippoly-Ketch, who is our manager for the ice rink. She was hired about 2 weeks ago, but had to give notice to her employer before she started. She started here today, and wish her the best. And as it looks, rink is still on track to have a soft opening in December and a formal opening in January. So that's my report. Thank you, Council.
Our business administrator, Mr. Crisculo.
Exciting news, leaf pickup has started. The first round, there wasn't many leaves on the ground, so they're about 70% through the first round. So they have made their way through the town, and they'll just keep continuing to go around and around until we see fit that most of the leaves have been removed. If people want to know what section they're in, what's next, and so on, they can access the Public Works website under a leaf collection program. It will list where they're currently working and where their next location will be. But this year, unlike last year we got a quick frost and a lot of leaves came down initially, and it was tough to get around. This year, they've gone down a little bit slower. Hopefully it's a slow fall through the fall, and we don't get walloped all in one cycle. So it is taking place, and that's my report.
Thank you. Our Township Attorney, Mr. Iacocca.
I was going to say that the drone ordinance was tabled, but the mayor beat me, so that's the end of my report.
Township Clerk, Ms. Lawful.
Very quick. We had a very successful 2025 general election on November 4th. We had a record number of people turning out to vote during early voting and on Election Day. The election process is a collaborative effort. I would like to thank everyone who facilitated in the election process, whether big or small. Your help was greatly appreciated. I would like to thank the Middlesex County Clerk's Office, the Middlesex Board of Elections, my staff in the Clerk's Office here in East Brunswick, the Township's Maintenance Department, the Board of Education Maintenance Team, and most of all, I would like to thank the poll workers. You did an awesome job. It was a very long day. It could not have been done without you, so thank you. And now that the election is over, as a friendly reminder, the political signs throughout the township must be removed. Per the Township Code, political signs must be removed 5 days after the election. Please remove all political signs from the public's right-of-way as soon as possible. They are no longer permitted. Thank you.
Council member reports? Seeing none, let's move on. Let's move backwards to our public presentation. Can I get a motion for the movement of the public presentation? Seeing nothing, we will close the public presentation because we couldn't get it opened. Follow?
We have Mr.
We can have
Law's
a presentation.
presentation on the
Mr.
redevelopment.
Oh, Mr. Lott, they're going to continue?
Yes.
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 So we'll reopen the public portion. Can I get a motion to open the public portion?
No, we're in public.
We are in?
Yeah.
Okay. The floor is yours, but there's,
people who are viewing at home or when they're streaming this on the internet. Just want to give a quick update on the redevelopment efforts that are going on in the township right now as the Township Council looks to vote on a set of ordinances this evening, including a revised financial agreement. In terms of a quick agenda for the presentation itself, I want to go over briefly the timeline. Number two, I think wins that the township was able to get from the development overall. 3, the community benefit that we get. And number 4, the fiscal outlook and financial growth that we're able to see through the 30 years of the term of the agreement. Briefly, I tried to have ChatGPT do a very nice timeline for me, and I'm apparently not good enough with it yet. But I think it's very helpful to understand where we've been and where we've come to. I think I was talking with Council President McAvoy back, I will say 2017, maybe 2018, and I distinctly remember it. I saw him outside of 7-Eleven, and I was skeptical as anyone about redevelopment. And I said I'll have grandkids before the redevelopment happens. I am very happy to say that my oldest child is 6 years old, and this is going to be open before he turns 7. Number one, back in 2017, we had designated these areas, specifically Area 2A and 3A, the old Wiz Shopping Center and Loman's Plaza, Toys R Us, all the way down to Ruth Street as an area in need of redevelopment with condemnation attached. A legal battle had started after that where people thought our designation of their own property was arbitrary and capricious, and so the case had moved into court. While that was going on in parallel tracks, we started in 2008 with designing a plan with extensive stakeholder engagement. There were a number of public open houses. There was an email that you could send ideas into. There were sessions at elementary schools with parents all around the township where people could come to an open town hall and talk about what they would like to see for the next chapter of Route 18. Then in fall 2018, we put an RFP to market to see what developers were interested in our vision and what concepts were out there. Spring of 2019, we chose River Development Equities to redevelop it. 2020, now we're in February, where renderings were released for the first time. There was an original redevelopment agreement signed at that point, right before COVID. Then you'll see officially in December of 2020, Russo Development signed on as a sponsor, providing additional horsepower to the project, capital, and a track record of successful projects here in the New Jersey area. May 2021, we inked our initial financial agreement with them. In March of 2022, the legal case finally resolved. The township had the right to redevelop these properties. Starting immediately thereafter, land acquisition and remediation took place across the entire redevelopment area. November of 2024, shovels went in the ground, and we are now looking at spring to the summer of 2026 for phase 1 to open. That first building is going to be fully CO'd by that point. Key top lines I think everyone needs to know. Number one is the revised redevelopment agreement that is going to be voted on by the redevelopment agency reflects public engagement and their input on both the housing density and the type. The overall density of the site has decreased. We are moving from 1,260 units that were in the original concept and vision down to 765. Pretty big decrease. Of that 765, 547 of those units will be apartments. 219 of those units will be townhomes. We are subtracting apartments and introducing townhomes to the site plan. We also listen to feedback providing for a desire for a mix in ownership types. We'll now have for sale options in the redevelopment area in the form of townhomes. All 218 townhomes will be for sale units. When it comes to community benefits, we've increased the features and benefits to the entire community here. We have a land swap that allows for the potential for additional restaurant options, along with a concessionaire's license that can be used for the restaurants for liquor licenses. Anyone who opens a restaurant, and as part of this process, the redevelopment agency and the team working on these agreements talks to restaurateurs around the state. Whether they have an interest in redeveloping in East Brunswick or not, it helps us to understand the business plan, the markets, and the atmospherics that they're up against. The one piece of feedback that's always been given to us is it's very hard to have a successful restaurant that is not a chain if you do not have a liquor license. That is what keeps people there. That is what makes people want to go out to eat. They want to have a glass of wine or a drink with their dinner. So you will see that we have provided for that option, as well as the redeveloper himself has a liquor license himself for the property as well for one of the restaurants there. So we want to create the foundation for success for whatever moves in there. There's also an immersive public park that's going to have interactive public art displays. It's going to border the restaurant properties. It's going to have a brand new park with amenities, with a canopy, with restrooms, with an amphitheater, with a stage where the township and the township's rec department can program throughout the year. Additionally, there's going to be broader access for the community with connectivity into our multi-use trail network. As we've stated from the beginning, this is not just a project that would be a net benefit for the residents who move in there. This is slated to be a project that has benefit for the entire community of East Brunswick, regardless of your age. And then lastly, and maybe most importantly to the Township Council and to residents, is we've reduced uncertainty into the projections and we've established mechanisms to protect the township's revenue. Overall, from the first redevelopment, for the first financial agreement for townhomes to this amendment that you will be voting on tonight, it would have given $30 million for the townhomes in the last way the financial agreement was worded. This amendment will provide for $64 million over the course of the agreement just from the townhome component itself, from 218 townhomes. The entire project, when you look at the apartments, when you look at townhomes, when you look at the commercial pieces as well that are a key component of the project overall, you're looking at $138 million into the township over the life of the agreement. We've also introduced floors or minimums that are going to have to come to the township for the revenue created by the townhomes as well as the apartments. To give some flavor and some comparison, if Loman's Plaza existed today, if it were fully occupied, thriving strip mall at full occupancy, the total tax revenue over that same course of the entire agreement would net out to be about $22 million. So you're taking a very underutilized asset to the township, one that was vacant for a number of years, bordering on decades, and now turning it into something that's a revenue generator. But it's not about the money, it's about preserving the character of the town and providing a net benefit for the people who live here and something that they can be proud of. It also gives the township property potential that we've land swapped with. It gives residents an option on space that will benefit the entire community. You're talking about arts programming. You're talking about outdoor plays. You're talking about restaurants that will overlook the park. There's a multitude of different things that can occur now at this site that will benefit for the township overall. I'm very happy and proud to be a part of it. I thank the work of our professionals who put all of these bullet points actually into legal language in the agreements that you're voting on tonight. And with that, I am open for questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Dave, speaking to you.
Any final thoughts? Okay. Well, I'll open the meeting to the public for comment, and will the township clerk please read our public comment statement?
The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the East Brunswick Rules of Council, the council asks the public to limit their comments to 5 minutes or less. At the conclusion of the statements or questions from a member of the public, the council president, at his discretion, may choose to respond or not respond.
For anyone from the public wishing to address the council president, seeing none, I'll close the public portion. All in one breath, right? We scared them out of here. Okay. Council, we have a resolution requiring a separate vote. Township clerk, will you please read? I think
Res-
that's 339.
That's correct, Council President. Resolution 25-339, resolution authorizing budget transfers in accordance with NJSA 40A:4-58.
Motion approved.
And a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
We can move on to our consent agenda. Township clerk, please read our consent agenda statement.
Resolution 25-340 through Resolution 25-349. The following items are considered routine and non-controversial items by the Township Council and will be enacted upon by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda to be discussed and voted on following the approval of the remaining items listed on the consent agenda.
Does council-
We added resolution 350.
It will be voted on after the ordinances as an add-on, because I have to read it by title.
Okay.
All right, do council need anything separated? Have a motion
Just a
for,
quick statement. Just want to remind everybody and for the public that isn't here to see this, that among these items is about $100,000 in grants that the township just got that you're voting to put into the budget. But I, have to thank our police and primarily these are public safety grants that we got to the township that otherwise would be paid for with tax dollars. So I think people should know that, and I appreciate the work to get them.
we have a motion to accept
Motion approved.
Resolution 25-340 through 25-349.
Motion approved.
Second? Thank you. A roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
And, yes, and then we're adding 25-350.
Oh, sure, we can do that
This is
now.
the one, does everyone have this one at their station?
Resolution 25-350, a resolution of the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, fixing the fee schedule for services for the Township Ice Rink.
May I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any comments or question on these numbers?
I just think it's important to note that there's no fee for our ice hockey team. I think that's an important,
Thank you.
yep.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
And then we have six ordinances for introduction. Township Clerk, can you please read 25-37?
An ordinance of the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, authorizing an amended and restated financial agreement by and between the Township of East Brunswick and EB Development Urban Renewal LLC and EB Development 3 Urban Renewal LLC.
Motion to adopt.
Second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes. Township Clerk, can you please read ordinance 25-38?
An ordinance of the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, authorizing a partial assignment and assumption of financial agreement by and between EB Development 3 Urban Renewal LLC and the Township of East Brunswick with regard to Block 6.01, Lot 16.07.
Motion to adopt.
Second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes. Township Clerk, can you please read ordinance 25-39?
An ordinance authorizing the land swap agreement by and among EB Development Urban Renewal LLC and EB Development 3 Urban Renewal LLC as developer in the Township of East Brunswick with regard to conveyance of properties located in Block 6.01, Lot 16.08, Block 6.02, Lot 6.20, 6.21, 6.22, and 11.02, and Block 26.01, portion of lots 8 and 9.02.
Move to adopt.
Second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes. Township Clerk, can you read ordinance
40?
41?
Ordinance 2540, an ordinance of the Township of
Oh,
East
40.
Brunswick, amending ordinance number 24-35, fixing the grades, classification and grades, and compensation of employees of the Township of East Brunswick, covering the United Services Workers Union, Local 255, IUJAT, formerly MEA, for the year 2026.
Move to adopt.
Second? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes. Two more, bear with me. Township Clerk, can you read ordinance 41?
An ordinance of the Township of East Brunswick, amending ordinance number 24-36, fixing the grades, classifications and grades, and compensation of employees of the Township of East Brunswick, covering the Professional Managers Association, PMA, executive staff, and confidential employees for the year 2026.
Motion to accept?
So
Motion
moved.
to adopt.
And a second?
Second.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Seconded by Dana Zambicki.
Zambicki, yes.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes. And finally, ordinance 42. Township Clerk, can you please read?
An ordinance amending ordinance number 24-37, fixing compensation for temporary, part-time, and seasonal employees for the year 2026.
Motion? To accept?
Second.
Second, roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Abstain.
And Council President McAvoy?
Yes. For the good of the cause. Mayor Cohen.
You recognize that the 3 salary changes or grading upgrades were for the 2 non-police unions and then the non-represented or non-unionized employees. That contract doesn't end till the end of next year. The current contract for the police officers, and there's 2 unions there, ends this year. So we're hoping very much to have contracts and negotiations finished before the end of the year. And at some point, we'll have to come back and discuss what changes need to be made. But you can't vote for a change in their contract since it officially ends the end of this year.
Heartiest congratulations to Council Vice President on receiving the Legion of Honor Award from the Chapel for Chaplains at the East Brunswick Memorial VFW Post 133 this past weekend. This award recognizes and honors outstanding members of our society who live to model the giving spirit and unconditional service to our community, nation, and humanity. Dana, it is truly an honor to serve with you on this council. And finally, thank you. Well deserved. A simple aye will allow for adjournment.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Good night.